I am particularly excited to talk about today's video, which is lines of credit or home equity lines of credit. This is going to be an exciting topic because I'm very investor oriented, and this is a crucial and integral way to acquire rental properties is through the use of a line of credit. Virtually every big time successful rental property owner has at least one line of credit in their toolbox that allows them to go and pick up some existing homes. So we're going to talk about what is a line of credit. We're going to talk about why you'd want one. What are the benefits of a line of credit? We're going to talk about how you qualify or what are the aspects of establishing a line of credit. And then we're going to stay to the very end because I'm going to give you a real example of how to acquire a home every 3 or 4 years with your existing cash flow and really reap the benefits of that line of credit, using it to its maximum benefit. So let's kick off this rodeo right now. Hi, folks. I'm Kevin Fagan, the Mortgage Patriot, on your side here in Central Texas, serving proud Texans all over this wonderful state and individuals all over the country. So again, particularly excited to talk about lines of credit because I am a very investor-focused realtor and mortgage loan officer. Grew up really wanting to invest in rental properties, helping people buy rental properties, because to me, that's the easiest way to acquire wealth for your family and for yourself over time, because it's sometimes a little sophisticated to get into certain stocks, strategies, or other precious metal strategies, what have you. But the average person owns a home and would like maybe to own a second home or an investment property. And that's quite simple. But the best tool ultimately to do that is with a line of credit. Just as I get into this now, can you please hit the like and subscribe button below? That really helps build my portfolio of videos to help you out. And speaking of that, I've done a deep dive into this very topic, and I'm showing you right here so you can see the video that I've done prior. So hit that video after we talk about this, because this is going to be a broader discussion, but hit that more specific video on this strategy at the end that I'm going to show you how to acquire properties using this particular HELOC. And that's going to help go a very, very long way for your understanding. But let's talk about very quickly, what is a HELOC? A HELOC, or a home line of credit, think of it like a giant credit card. It is a line of credit secured by your home. It could be your first home, your second home, or in the example that we're going to be using, an investment property to use and have access to be able to make purchases or pay expenses or consolidate debt. So again, think of it like a giant credit card, but it's tied to the real estate of, again, either your personal residence or a second or investment property. So that description may not sound like a whole lot, but really it's incredibly dynamic, because think about it this way. With a HELOC, a line of credit, you now have access daily and immediately to your equity in your home or your investment property. So for example, let's say you have a free and clear home that you're living in. You've lived in it for maybe 20 years and it's worth $500,000 if you paid off that mortgage over time. If you want to access, $80,000 maybe to buy a very expensive car, or $200,000 maybe to invest in a rental property, then you have to go through the motions of doing a new loan. But if you already have a HELOC in place, then you have immediate access through a simple check writing process to just cut a check for $80,000, buy that luxury car, or cut that check for $200,000 and buy that rental property. So you have immediate access to your home's equity. That's an enormous advantage just in and of itself right there. And because you have daily access to that liquidity, you have the ability to do certain things you wouldn't normally be able to do in emergency situations. For example, God forbid that something were to happen and you needed to write a check for $10,000 to a hospital and you don't have that money. If you have a HELOC established already on your home, second home, or investment property, you simply write that check and you're in great shape. Or if you got something more fun to do with that money and you wouldn't want to go through the motions of getting a consumer loan, let's say it's writing a check for a wedding for one of your children, then you have that ability to just cut that check, $20,000, $30,000, whatever it is these days, my goodness, and not have to worry about how am I going to pay for this via my existing lender. You can't call your lender, for example, and say, hey, we've had a hardship in our family. I know I've been paying you $2,000 a month for the last 20 years, but can you hand me back, say, $10,000 for an emergency? They're not going to do that. A HELOC allows you to have access daily for any reason for any amount. Let's talk more specifically about how a HELOC helps you as an investor. So consider this. Because you now have that daily liquidity and access with the stroke of a pen, you can acquire properties, you can bid for properties as a cash buyer. And we all know as an investor, cash is king. And so if you're approaching someone and you're in a bidding war, maybe with somebody that's on a $200,000 rental property, and you tell them, hey, I can cut you a check right now. We can close this in 5 days because I've got cash. Whereas somebody else might say, I can give you $200,000, but it's going to be a traditional loan. It's going to take us 30 days to close. Who do you think that seller party is going to go with? They're going to go with you, the cash buyer. The line of credit allows you to be a cash buyer, and cash buyers can usually buy at a discount. A lot of times a seller party will take less money because they know they can get it right away versus somebody that might be a little higher that's going to take longer. Just that simple. So cash offers are always the way to go. And a HELOC, it gives you that enormous advantage to be that cash buyer. And more to that point, I work with a lot of wholesalers, and the wholesalers bring deals that are off-market deals, meaning they're not shown on the MLS where a normal agent would have access to these. The public don't see these on Zillow.com or Realtor.com, those kinds of sites. Those are called off-market deals. So I have access to off-market deals from wholesalers. Wholesalers will only take cash offers or cash purchasers. So again, the HELOC allows you to be a cash purchaser and gets you into that side universe of off-market homes that few people know about that give you the inside deals. Without a HELOC, you don't have access to those unless you've got a wad of money in your bank account or under your mattress. So the HELOC is an incredible tool to allow you to do all this. Let's talk briefly about how a HELOC is established and how do you operate it. What are the internals of it? You qualify for a HELOC like you would any other loan, basically. You're going to go to a mortgage loan officer like myself or a bank and apply. And the qualifications are very similar to a traditional loan, meaning they're going to be looking at your income, your debt to income, your credit scores, any existing assets that would help be a qualifying factor, be collateral or so forth. But basically, they're looking at the home value relative to how much you want to take out as a HELOC. So most states will allow you to loan up to 80% of your home for purposes of a HELOC. So for example, if you have a free and clear home and it's $300,000, you can apply for an 80% loan on a $300,000 house. That would be a $240,000 HELOC. That would be a first lien HELOC. In reality, most HELOCs are second lien position. That means you already have an underlying loan on your home. Let's go back to our $300,000 example where you have a free and clear home. Let's now say instead of the $300,000 with the free and clear, you have $300,000 with a $140,000 mortgage already existing. But we told you that you could access up to 80%. So you now have still $100,000 roughly of available equity that you can create a second lien HELOC from. So that's what in most states you do. Texas, you're not allowed to do this, by the way. But in most states, and I can help you with this, establish a small $20,000, $50,000, or up to $100,000 lien in this example as a second lien position. And that'll allow you to do all the benefits we talked about with the lines of credit. Before I get into a great example of how to use the HELOC to acquire real estate properties and build your wealth, let's talk about the functionality of a HELOC. So once you establish the HELOC, let's say you have a $200,000 HELOC, be it first lien or second lien, doesn't make any difference. The functionality is the same, meaning you have daily access to it with a check. So again, we talked about it like it being a big credit card. You have daily access. You can literally cut checks. Now, sometimes there's minimum amounts. Some of you can't write a $5 check on a HELOC typically. Usually we start at about $500, but some of them are even higher than that. But you write a check on it. Let's say you write a check on a $200,000 HELOC for $5,000 because you're buying whatever it is you're buying. So you're not paying interest on $200,000. You're paying interest only on what you've accessed. So you're paying day one on $5,000. So whatever that daily interest rate is, it's going to be assessed against $5,000. So how do you pay the HELOC down? Well, the answer is you have as much flexibility in terms of the pay down as you do on the withdrawals. You can withdraw any amount, as we said, unless it's below a certain amount. But in terms of paying it down, same flexibility. You can just pay it down as much as you want, whenever you want. So for example, let's say you owe $20,000 on your HELOC on a $200,000 line, and you get paid every 2 weeks. And if you want to throw $1,000 at it each time to pay it down, great. Whatever you pay it down towards, let's say you pay $1,000 down, now it's at $19,000. So you're going to be accruing interest based on a $19,000 balance until it pays down even more, or you expand the line by taking more money against it. So you have plenty of flexibility in terms of how you want to try to pay this down. The line is established typically for about 10 years. Then it comes to a kind of like a maturity, basically, we have to pay it off. So you have plenty of time, plenty of flexibility on the HELOC in terms of paying it down. Okay, so I promised you an example. Let's talk about something that's achievable in terms of building your own portfolio using a HELOC. Because I know a lot of investors, work with a lot of investors that have 10, 20 properties, 30 properties. And so I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody making a decent salary, a good salary that has good cash flow on the order of $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000 of cash flow over and above their expenses per month. And they want to buy a property every 3 or 4 years. That's not in the realm of, giant real estate magnates. So let's look at that example right now. Now, understand why the line of credit is integral to this strategy. If you had not had a line of credit in place, every time you're trying to buy, you have to requalify for a new investment loan. And that's usually 25% down at the least, depending on your credit scores, of course. But you have to wait 30 plus days for it to close, and you've got thousands of dollars of closing costs on top of that. So you would have to do that 4 different times, 4 different separate transactions. That's probably $30,000 worth of closing costs spread over 4 different loans. Here, you're establishing one time, and you're just writing a check at the end of each of those 3 years. You're writing another check, no costs, no qualifying, no hassles, nothing. That's why all the hot shots, and we're just using their strategy, all the hot shots establish a line of credit because of the ease and the convenience and the speed of a line of credit. So let's look at the real life example of someone every 3 years, they want to buy a new rental property. They think the stock market is too risky, or maybe they have some monies in the stock market, but they want to diversify. And they think, and I would agree, that a rental home is probably your best and safest investment over time. So they're buying a property after every 3 years. First thing is they establish a $260,000 line of credit, $260,000. These are all assumptions, so bear with me. Second thing, you buy a rental home. Once you establish that line of credit, you buy a $200,000 rental home. In my area, remember you're buying with cash now because there's a line of credit. You're going to get a better deal. You can control a fairly decent $200,000 rental home that's going to also pay you about $1,800 in rent. So that's number 3 is we're assuming a $1,800 rental amount. Okay. And then fourthly, we're assuming that you're going to pay down not only the $1,800, you're going to contribute $1,800 in rent towards paying down of the HELOC, but you're going to contribute another $4,200 for a total of $6,000 every month. You're going to pay down that HELOC that started out at $200,000. That's our scenario. And we're going to carry it out and slightly change it over a 10-year period where you're buying after the end of every 3rd year. Let's see what that looks like. So let's look at the math of this. Year 1, you buy a $200,000 property and you're gaining about $1,800 worth of rent on that property. You're going to pay down about $6,000 per month to eventually bring this line of credit to zero after just 3 years. And you're doing that from the $1,800 rent, and you're doing it out of savings for the $4,200. So that's years 1 through 3. At year 4, you're buying another property. Assuming inflation, you're picking up a similar type of home for about $220,000. And your rent off of that is going to be about $2,000. So now you've got one free and clear house already that's worth over $200,000 with inflation, and you're getting $1,800 to $2,000 of rental amount free and clear from that. So now your $6,000 chunk to pay down this line is less in terms of your discretionary income because you're putting $1,800 for their first house's rent, $2,000 for the second home's rent. That's $3,800 towards the pay down of your HELOC. Now you're only contributing $2,200 out of your excess cash flow to make that $6,000 chunk down. So let's carry the math forward. At the end of year 6, start of year 7, you buy your 3rd home. And guess what? You've got 2 houses now free and clear. Impossible, it sounds like, but it's true. You have 2 free and clear homes. You're picking up your 3rd now for $240,000 with inflation. Your rent off of that is about $2,200 per month. Okay. And so the same kind of concept applies. You're going to be chunking down monies, but now you've got $6,000 worth of rent to basically pay all of your HELOC down. You don't even have to come out of pocket virtually at this point. And at the end of year 9, start of year 10, you're picking up your 4th property. You have 3 free and clear properties now. And then your gross rent, given that 4th property, is now $8,400 because you're getting about $2,400 worth of rent on this 4th property. So incredible strategy, all because of the line of credit and how you continue to pay it down using the rental income and some of your discretionary excess cash flow. Puts you in an incredible position to retire even after 10 years. So this is basically like a retirement strategy, just turbocharged off the efforts of a line of credit. Incredible, incredible strategy. If you'd like to see how this line of credit really works for an investment property, check out this video if you would. I do a deep dive and a really great effort of explaining to you how this one particular line of credit can really turbocharge your efforts to acquire more real estate. Because what it's going to allow you to do is pay down that HELOC super fast, and then, which of course frees up more equity and allows you to buy just that many more properties. So incredible strategy. Once again, do me a favor also, put the like and subscribe below if you would, please, and comment. Tell me if you just need a first lien, a small second lien, what state you're in maybe, and I can either point you in the right direction, or I can point you to this really singular, unique product that I do have that very few people do have available to them. That's a HELOC, once again, on your investment property. I'm the Mortgage Patriot, Kevin Fagan, on your side here in Texas, and make it a great one.